All right, everyone, this is Tim. This is New York Giants Straight Talk, and you know what time it is. It's time to talk about the Joe Schoen press conference from today. It's his pre-draft press conference. You got the draft coming up Thursday, already going to be in a week. We are going to be there. We're going to be on the field broadcasting from number 25th pick is taken by the New York Football Giants if they are still there, unless they trade up or they trade out. We will be there. Have 2 more tickets to give away. These are not general admission seats. These are season ticket holder seats, so you get to go on the field. You're going to get a tour of the Giants locker room. You're going to get an autograph signing inside the coaches club, which is awesome. And if you are interested in going, email me at tim@onlineBigBlue.com, tim@onlineBigBlue.com. It's these press conferences are always much to do about nothing. You get some tidbits from Schoen. You get some things, but you're never going to get any validation about where the Giants are going to go with their picks. You're never going to get anything with that. He did talk briefly about Saquon Barkley. He did talk about Dexter Lawrence. It's one of those things. I'm trying to get all my paperwork up here. He was asked, and we have some audio from the press conference. Schoen was asked what goes into their selection with their top 30 visits. I thought this was actually an interesting comment.
How do you determine who you bring in for 30 visits, and what's the value of those to you?
Yeah, it's some of it's elimination. Maybe, hey, we need to confirm what there's some uneasiness with the player. Maybe we need to confirm they're not a fit, or, how will they pick up our system? Our offense is very complicated, or sometimes it can be medical if they're non-combine to get the medical. So there's varying reasons for why we bring players in, but again, it's a great opportunity, not just to get them around myself and Dayball and the coaches, but the rest of our support staff, whether it's
so basically everyone that, if you don't know, you have a top 30 visits. You can bring in 30 of your top players to come in and visit with the organization. And Schoen is talking about the 30 guys that he's brought in, he was bringing in, and what the value is for the team and everything else going forward directly that way. And I thought that was a good answer because, it is the typical answer of, hey, listen, this is what we're doing. We're not going to give you any information about the draft. We're not going to give you any information about where we're going to go and do. We're not going to give you information of that whatsoever. The information that we do find interesting is when he's talking about our old buddy Saquon Barkley. So let's go listen for a minute about Saquon Barkley.
Where do you think stand with Saquon? Are you guys still negotiating all within here at the moment?
No, nothing's changed since we talked. Whatever that was, 4 weeks ago.
No active negotiations. Put that.
Nothing's changed since we talked at the owners' meetings.
I find it very interesting that he is playing such a hard ball with Saquon Barkley. You basically went and kissed the ring of Daniel Jones. And if you want to be honest about this, Saquon Barkley is the reason the Giants got to the playoffs. He is the main cog. Daniel Jones had a good game, but people did not sit there and say, we need a game plan for Daniel Jones. The thought process of this league was a game plan for Saquon Barkley. You talk to any people that worked in the league that worked for Dallas, Washington, or Philadelphia, they're not worried as much of Daniel Jones, the thrower. They're worried about the dual-headed monster of Saquon Barkley and Daniel Jones as a running combination. And for sit there and say that nothing has changed, you pulled your $12.1 million deal on, you are going down in some very dangerous territory here. And I know Schoen is busy with the draft. I understand everything that's going on. And I did love the comment that it's a lot harder to pick at 25 than it is to pick at 5 and 7. I love that. He did mention that comment in the draft. But you are playing a very dangerous game here with Saquon Barkley. If you do not draft a running back or a potential replacement for Saquon, you are saying that Saquon's going to be your guy, but you don't know if you don't know what's in his mindset. I have no issue with Saquon skipping a voluntary workout. I have no problem with that. It's when we get closer to July 17th. And that's when the Giants have till to work out a long deal. This is where I get interesting. This is where I find we got to see who's going to blink. Now, Saquon reportedly turned down last season a contract between $12 and $12.5 million annually. But again, nobody's talking about what the guaranteed money is. No one is going down that road and down that direction. But you need to be extremely careful with this guy because Saquon, no matter what you want to say and what you want to do, Saquon is the guy. He is a vital cog to this offense. And I don't understand the hardball philosophy that Schoen is really taken with Saquon Barkley. I really don't. I'm not getting that fully right now. Also, and I find it interesting because then you listen to what he says about Dexter Lawrence.
Yeah, after I talked to Dexter's representatives this week, we're in, dialogue's good there. So yeah, I've talked to him. Again, it's hard this time of year. We're deep into the draft and the draft prep. So, but yeah, we've had good conversations with Dexter's representatives, and we'll see where that stands here moving forward.
You can see that he's more interested in bringing back Dexter Lawrence. You can see that. It's almost like Saquon Barkley is a bother. We have to pay a running back? What the hell do I got to pay a running back for? We can get one on the draft. It is going to be a misstep from this organization if they turn around and screw this up with Saquon Barkley. If he holds out. If he holds out of training camp. Because we've seen what happens when running backs hold out at training camp. Most of the time they come in and get hurt within the first 3 games. And I think we need to feel this a little bit more and get a little bit more like I said, I got an uneasiness right now because I don't know why they're going so hardball with Saquon Barkley. I really don't. I like I said, Shane and Dable have something in their mind, but it's scary to think that potentially you could be pissing off a vital cog to your offense. They can talk about how Daniel Jones is going to find continuity, how he's going to open it up in the system next year. You can talk all you need. You can talk all about that. But if you do not have that threat from Saquon Barkley, you are going to be putting 7, 8, 9 guys in the box, and you're going to dare the Giants to win by throwing with Daniel Jones. And right now, we have to hope that someone blinks and someone comes around and we have Saquon Barkley back in the fold before too long. Like we said, we're going to have a live draft stream. Dom is going to be running it from the UK. I'm going to be calling in directly from the MetLife field on draft day next week. And like I said, if you want to go, we have 2 tickets left. Just email me at tim@onlineBigBlue.com, tim@onlineBigBlue.com. And again, this is Tim, this New York Giants Straight Talk. We got a lot of fun stuff coming up draft. We got a lot of draft profile videos coming up, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And you know what, guys? I'm out of here.